Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Phantom Saberlight here, and I'm coming to you with the second recording of the NU tier. Hopefully, we can find some competitive battles and some entertaining ones as well. So yeah, that'll be fun if we can. Also, I just want you guys to know that all my teams were erased again. All of them. All of my whole of 3 teams were erased again, which I guess is not too bad. It's only 3 teams. I only really had to recreate this team again, and I figured out why my teams are being deleted. Apparently, whenever this computer has an update, it tends to just delete all of my history and all that stuff, and when it deletes all of my history, it deletes all my teams. So, that's why. So it really sucks. So now I know when I have an update, I need to probably write down all of my sets, because it even deletes everything that's in the backup storage, which really sucks. So yeah. Anyway, we found our team here, or our opponent, excuse me. I definitely expect him to lead off with the Regirock, so that way he can set up his Stealth Rocks. So, because of that, I think I'm going to open up with Young, because I think Young will do very well against Regirock, obviously. And I'm just going to click Scald, because obviously he's probably going to want to try and get up his Stealth Rocks to actually Toxics me instead. And considering how much damage that Scald did, well, I know he's not Assault Vest because he has Leftovers. So, that's good to know. Leftovers, Regirock. So now I know I don't have to fear the Assault Vest. As a matter of fact, I know he has... Oh man, what am I thinking? Of course he doesn't have the Assault Vest because he has Toxic and Stealth Rocks. Hello! Anyway, as soon as he switches out into his Bailey, I'm going to go for the Defog here. That way I can get rid of his Stealth Rocks. That'll be very good for us later on in the game. And right here I have a free switch into Seth. So he sets up the Leech Seed. Right here, I'm very tempted to go for the Fire Blast, but he has quite a bit of things that can stop Seth in his tracks. But I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast anyway, because Lapras is not going to appreciate a Fire Blast, although we do miss. Right here, I'm just going to switch out into Young, because I kind of expect him to go for the Ice-type move, expecting me to switch out in my Cacturne, but he doesn't, so I'm fine with that. He's going to go for the Freeze Dry. I'm probably going to die next turn, but I'm going to be able to set up our Stealth Rocks, so that's good. I'm just going to go for the Ice Wind if I can somehow outspeed him, but I don't, so that's fine. Base 240 speed, definitely not slow at all. We can go out to Sock here and scare him out with a Close Combat. We could go out in a Game Boy Luke, scare it out with the Volt Switch. Jack, who can scare it out with a Seed Bomb. I think I'm just going to go out into Sweaty right here, because I feel as though a Close Combat can easily take out this Lapras. He could very well switch out into his Bayleaf, or maybe his Muck. Although since he doesn't know our spread, he might think we have Earthquake. So because of that, I feel as though he might switch out in his Bayleaf. That would be the most probable switch, as he actually stays in and he takes the Close Combat fairly well, actually. It leaves him all the way down to 6%. We do find out that he has the Leftovers, and I'm confused, and I kind of don't want to lose our Sturdy, because that would kind of suck. Game Boy Luke has a bit more special defense than Fi, but Fi has a bit more HP. Then again, we can always Pain Split with Game Boy Luke here. So I think I'm just going to switch out into Game Boy Luke. As he switches out into his Malamar, I'm going to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. And he goes for the knockoff. Does he have the Leftovers? He does not have the Leftovers, so that makes me think he is the Assault Vest variant Malamar. We are going to click Air Slash, try and get a flinch, as we do get the flinch. So that's unfortunate for my opponent. The burn should be able to easily kill him next turn. He's just going to go for the payback, and that does absolutely nothing, because Game Boy Luke is our very physically defensive Pokemon indeed. As he actually switches out into his Hariyama. I'm not going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here because it could possibly have the Guts, and I definitely don't want to give it that, as it actually just it has the Flame Orb to give its Guts boost anyway. We do get the Air Slash Flinch again, so we are getting really lucky here with Game Boy Luke. And we do outspeed, and we don't miss. So down goes the Hariyama, and I definitely expect my opponent to quit here because that was probably very frustrating for him. Yeah. Anyways, I see him switching out into his Regirock or his Muck. Definitely the Regirock as I had expected. I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch, try and get off as much damage from this Regirock as I possibly can, and I'm just going to go out into 5 because I see this as an opportune moment, as he actually misses the Stone Edge. So he is very unlucky during this game, as I have been getting all of the hacks. I definitely feel bad for my opponent. So that's unfortunate. I'm just going to click Psychic. I know how especially defensive Muck can be, but Psychic should be a 2-hit KO, as it is. I'm just going to type sorry for the hacks because I really am. Nobody likes to win because of hacks because it's not fun, it's not rewarding, it sucks. His Lapras is dead upon entry due to the rock, so all he has left is his Bayleef. And I have plenty for the Bayleef. I still have our Heat more. Sorry for the hacks, kid. We're just going to click Psychic, get as much damage off as we can from this Bayleef. We even get the special defense drop. Wow. Yeah, we're getting all of the hacks. This is terrible. Oh, man. He goes for the Toxic. I guess he's just given up at this point because another Psychic's going to be able to kill him. Actually, he makes the better play and switches out his Lapras. Tries to win. Trying to make the best play he possibly can, but our fight is still going to live. And that's going to be the Bayleef down. Alright, so unfortunately we win because of a whole lot of hacks during that match. So that was very unfortunate for our opponent. We are going to find another game, and we have an interesting team on my opponent's side. Very threatening team. The Credillia is a huge problem for our team, although we do have Sock. I kind of feel like opening up with Sock, but I think I'm going to open up with Jack. Alright, I'm just going to click Swords Dance, and whatever he wants to do, probably set up a Stealth Rock, so be it. I am free to click the Drain Punch, so yeah. Matter of fact, I can see Jack sweeping here unless my opponent has something to stop me with. Unless he has like Destiny Bond on his Gengar, or his Haunter, excuse me. Or if he predicts all the 50-50s with Sucker Punch. So we're able to get the Swords Dance up. I'm going to go straight for the Drain Punch, and that's easily going to be able to one-shot Mr. Credillia here. He's going to switch out in his Neo. I'm just going to go for the Sucker Punch. That's going to bring it all the way down to its Focus Sash. I completely forgot about Focus Sash. Signal Beam's easily going to be able to take out Jack. But you know what? Jack did what I needed to do, and that's always good. Right here, Young is our specially defensive Pokemon, and it will be able to get rid of the rocks. I'm just going to click Defog and get rid of these rocks on our side of the field. Probably take the time to set up our own Stealth Rocks, as well as Psychic is not doing that much. He does get the special defense drop though, which is very unfortunate. But I'm still going to take the time to set up my Stealth Rocks. Another Psychic is easily going to be able to take us out, but at least we have our Stealth Rocks up. We're going to sack off our Young, which is unfortunate. None of our Pokemon outspeed him, but we do have Seth with the Sucker Punch. And we're just going to click Sucker Punches. That'll easily be able to knock out Neo at its 1%. I sort of see him to go out into his Samurott or his Archeops. I see Archeops because he could have the Defog, but he's just going to go straight out into his Samurott, which is a huge, huge threat. I'm just going to go straight out into Game Boy Luke because it is our physically defensive Pokemon. He does have the Swords Dance. I'm going to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm really hoping we can take any hit that this Samurott wants to go for. He gets the reference. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. That's going to be able to get the burn, so that's good for us. And now I'm just, oops. Do I want to go? I think I'll go for the Volt Switch. He's just going to go for the Mega Horn. And he's going to take Life Orb, Recoil, and a Volt Switch is easily going to be able to take out his Samurott. Right here, I feel the best switch-in is Seth, even if he does go out in his Archeops, because Archeops is not going to appreciate a Fire Blast. That is, if Seth can live a whatever move that the Archeops wants to go for. He probably has Stone Edge. Let me think here. I feel like just going for the Sucker Punch. Oh, okay, so he has the Roost. That's fine. I'm just going to go for Fire Blast. If I can live whatever move he wants to go for, that'd be awesome, but we just straight up die. And that's bad. Because this thing could potentially sweep me. I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp again. We should be able to take that, thankfully. Will-O-Wisp, please don't miss. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's not good. I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch here. Hopefully we can live. We do not live. Alright, so this is really bad. We go out in a fire. We're going to go for the Thunderbolt. As he goes out into his Haunter. And, I don't think a Shadow Ball will be able to take us out. As we do live on 21%. But his Cacturne's easily going to be able to get the revenge kill. I'm just going to click Thunderbolt here. If my opponent... we can still possibly win here. Maybe. A Poison Jab should easily be able to kill as he actually has a spiky shield. So, because of that, I'm pretty sure we lose because the Archeops is easily going to be able to come in and take us out. That Will-O-Wisp miss was very huge for us. If we would have gotten the Will-O-Wisp off, I'm pretty sure we would have had this game. But because we didn't, we are going to take the loss. GG to my opponent. Alright, we're going to look for another match here. We find one straight away. He does have the Regirock, so because of that I'm going to open up with Young. I sort of expect him to open up with the Regirock. If he opens up with anything else, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. The worst thing he could probably lead off with is his Gallade and start setting up with it, as he actually does. I'm going to go straight for the Scald. Hopefully I can get a burn, as that would be fantastic. He does go straight away for the Swords Dance. Please get the burn. No burn. Okay. Close combat should be able to take us out. It would have been really nice to get up our Stealth Rocks. I'm going to go straight out into Game Boy Luke. We're going to go for the Air Slash because that should easily be able to kill the Gallade at this point. He's going to switch out into his Regirock. Very good play by my opponent. That was a crit. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here. That way I can burn the Regirock. That way, whatever it wants to use, Stone Edge or Earthquake or Drain Punch or whatever it has, will be very weakened. We get a crit with our Volt Switch. I'm going to go straight out into Fi right here. Fi would be able to sweep my opponent if it wasn't for the Mawile and the Gallade. Or not the Gallade, the Mawile, the Mist Spirit, and the Cryogonal. Cryogonal has a lot of special defense. If he has the Toxic right here, or the Thunder Wave. Alright. I'm going to click Calm Mind one more time. He goes for the Stone Edge, that's fine. It's going to do hardly anything to us at all. And right here, I'm going to click Psychic right here. I sort of expected him to switch, but he doesn't, obviously. Right here, his best switching is probably his Gallade, as I was thinking, because it might have the Night Slash or the knockoff. I completely forgot that Gallade had knockoff. I did not remember that. We are in a terrible, terrible position right now. We're going to go out in the Game Boy Luke. And I sort of expect him to switch out into his Cryogonal because it's very specially defensive and can pretty much take anything that Game Boy Luke wants to go for. As he does switch out into his Cryogonal. Cryogonal is a pretty fast Pokemon, actually. None of our Pokemon outspeed it, but I think Seth will be more than enough to scare it out. Then again, he doesn't have a switching for Seth, so I don't know if he'll want to switch. If he does switch, he'll probably switch out into his Mist Spirit. But I figured he'll just stay in because he doesn't really have anything to switch out into. As he does, and Ice Beam does a hell of a lot of damage to us. Please do not miss. Thank you. Our Fire Blast does connect, thankfully. And that's easily going to be able to take out the Cryogonal, even though it has a remarkable special defense. Out comes the Fletchinder. I'm just going to go for Fire Blast again. I know I could have gone for Sucker Punch, but this thing has Gale Wings anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. And Fletchinder actually looks like he can sweep here, which is really bad. I'm going to go for the Pain Split, hoping to catch the Mesprit or the Mawile. Or if he just stays in with his Fletchinder. I'm really hoping he doesn't switch out into his Gallade, but he might just do it. But I kind of have to go for the Pain Split, try and receive as much HP as we possibly can. I'm sort of hoping he goes out into his Mawile because that thing is still a threat, or he just stays in with his Fletchinder. So he actually goes out into his Mist Spirit. So right here, I'm probably just going to go down to an Ice Beam. As we actually live, but Stealth Rocks is going to easily be able to take us out afterwards. We do get a crit. We do get a crit. I'm just going to click Sucker Punch. It really does not matter though. Healing Wish, so he's going to bring his Gallade back up to full health. So that's fine. I'm just going to click Seed Bomb here as he switches out into his Mawile. And I can't touch this Mawile. He's pretty much got the game here. I'm going to sack off our Game Boy Luke, as he's going to reveal the substitute. Oh wow. I just got pro played. I'm going to go out into Sock or Sweaty here, and we're just going to click Close Combat because, well, we don't really have anything else to do. He's going to go for the Play Rough, and that's easy to be able to take out Sock, even without the crit. And out comes Jack, and Jack really can't touch Mawile anyway, and it doesn't really matter because he still has the Fletchinder, which will easily be able to take us out, and the Gallade as well. So, good game to my opponent. Let's see. I think we'll find one more battle, and I'll end it off right there. Okay. Okay. Right. So, my opponent only has one Pokemon, probably because we're so low on the tier. And they're definitely not going to win with just Ludicolo. Poison Jab should be a 2-hit KO. And we do outspeed this Ludicolo anyway, so I'm going to find one more after this because that was hardly a match. Alright, here we go. A real team. He has his Rapid Spinner, he has Mega Audino, which is hell of annoying Pokemon. I sort of see him opening up with his Sandslash. Yeah, I see him open up with the Sandslash. So he actually opens up with Liepard. This is not a good start for us. I'm going to switch straight out into Game Boy Luke because he is our physically defensive Pokemon, and that knockoff does a hell of a lot of damage to Game Boy Luke. We're just going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. I'm really hoping he switches out into his Sandslash. He actually switches out into his Lantern. I definitely expect this Pokemon to be Volt Absorb. I'm just going to go for the Pain Split, get as much HP back as I possibly can. As he goes for the Scald, that is perfectly fine by me. I'm going to switch straight out into Young right here. I probably should have switched out into Cacturne. That would have been a much, much better play. So he's going to go for the Volt Switch. He's probably going to go out into Hariyama. Probably the best choice. Right here, I can switch out into 5 because I don't think Hariyama gets knockoff. I'm really hoping I don't regret this play. This is why I don't play on you, because I honestly don't know what Pokemon get, as Hariyama does get knockoff. So that's something new, and a Bullet Punch should easily be able to take us out, because I honestly... Alright, he switches out into his Liepard. That's fine. I am going to say 5 though. We're going to go out into Game Boy Luke again. As he goes for the U-turn. Very good play by my opponent. He goes out into his Sandslash. That is fine by me. I'm just going to go for the Air Slash. Try and flinch this Sandslash. He doesn't get flinched. He gets the Rapid Spin off. That's perfectly fine. I'm just going to go for another Air Slash. He's probably going to switch out into his Lantern now. And I get a crit, which is nice, I guess. Right here, I'm going to switch out into Jack. I sort of expect him to go for the Volt Switch now, though. So he actually goes for the Toxic. That's annoying. Right here, I can definitely see him switch out into his Pyroar, so because of that, I'm going to go for the Drain Punch. The Audino actually comes out, so Drain Punch was a good play anyway. So we're going to get some HP back, so that's always good. And I think I feel like he's going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. Or a Wish. I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb. Because I sort of expect him to go for the Wish. As he does. Now I expect him to go for the Protect. Actually, he has no reason to go for the Protect. I'm going to go out into Seth here because it resists the Dazzling Gleam. You're going to get your Wish, and Fire Blast is going to hurt a lot of Pokemon, even Lantern. As it does about 45% to Audino, and it's starting to Calm Mind up, so that's not good. I'm going to switch out into Sweaty right here. I don't have much to touch this Audino. I'm just going to click Poison Jab, and that should be able to knock it off. As it doesn't. Wow. Alright. Well, this Audino is going to be the death of me because I cannot touch it. So he goes for Wish again. Poison Jab again. I have to. As he has Protect. I can't beat this Audino. Unless I get a crit. Which is what I just did. Fire Blast should be able to kill. I just gotta hope I can hit. That's all I can really do. As we do hit, and we do take it out, thankfully. Now he can easily go out into his Sandslash or his Lantern. Lantern, so be it. I can just Giga Drain against you and be able to get a lot of HP back. And a Surf Shed or Scald should easily be able to take us out. It actually goes for the Volt Switch. So that ended up working out really well for us. I definitely see him Sandslash. Why? Sandslash does not run max speed. Giga Drain's easily going to be able to knock out Sandslash. I don't know what my opponent was thinking there. Out comes the Liepard. Let's see. I'm going to go out in a fly. Sack it off here. I think that's my best play. As he just goes for the knockoff. That's fine. This Liepard, a simple Liepard is a problem for me. The Hariyama is still a huge problem as well. I'm just going to go out into Young. And I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. And then I'm going to go, yeah, Icy Wind if I can live the next hit that this Liepard wants to go for. As I don't, that's very unfortunate. I have to go out into Game Boy Luke here. And I'm just going to click Air Slash because I'm hoping a combination of rocks and an Air Slash should be able to take out the Lantern. As he actually stays in, good play by my opponent as he goes for the Sucker Punch. Alright, this is really bad. We're out in Seth here now. I'm just going to click Giga Drain. Oh wow, that does so much. Why is Liepard so powerful? This Hariyama is a huge problem. I have to switch out into Jack because of the fake out. I'm just going to go for the Sucker Punch, get as much damage off as I can to the Hariyama. Bullet Punch is easily going to be able to take me out. His Pyro is easily going to be able to sweep up the rest of the game. I'll just go for the Giga Drain. And like I said, his Pyro is easily able to sweep up the game. And even if his Sucker Punch did somehow take out the Pyro, I'm just going to go down to Life Orb Recoil anyway. So that was a good game to my opponent. And I think I'm going to end it off here. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me lose 3 times in a row because I suck at NU. I told you guys that before. So yeah. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and as always, take care.